Today, I made some organic liquid fertilizer again. I was passing by a fruit store and couldn't resist bringing back a bag of pineapple skins. Quickly, I decided to turn them into eco-friendly enzyme liquid fertilizer. So, why make your own liquid fertilizer and compost? Why not just buy ready-made fertilizers from farm supply stores or online? First of all, the liquid fertilizer and compost we make ourselves are natural and eco-friendly. When used on the fruits and vegetables we grow ourselves, they not only improve the taste, but also enhance the quality and yield. And most importantly, they are safe to eat. Nowadays, many people rent plots of land on farms to grow their own vegetables, or they buy organic products from the supermarket. Isn't this all for health? When we grow our own food, it's best to stick to organic methods, or use a combination of organic and store-bought fertilizers for even better results from the perspective of the soil. Homemade liquid fertilizers help improve soil quality, promote a healthy ecological cycle, increase soil fertility, and create a better growing environment for plants. From the plant growth perspective, the enzymes and organic acids in the enzyme liquid can promote plant growth and development. Unlike chemical fertilizers, which can cause soil to become compacted, soil compaction reduces aeration, limits root growth, impairs root respiration, and hinders plants from absorbing water and nutrients. Just like humans, when plants are weak, they become more susceptible to diseases. If they don't grow well, it can also lead to the spread of pests and diseases. The enzymes also have antibacterial and pest repelling effects, so using them to water flowers and vegetables is not only natural and eco-friendly, but also reduces our dependence on chemical pesticides. From an environmental standpoint, we're reusing kitchen waste, which significantly reduces the amount of garbage produced, thus lowering pollution and benefiting the environment. Many places are now doing waste sorting, which is a sustainable lifestyle worth promoting. Now, I've added all the materials, and you can use molasses or industrial brown sugar as well. Our focus is on being affordable, and this is really good for the plants. During the day, plants perform photosynthesis, and at night, they absorb carbon dioxide and convert it into carbohydrates, ultimately becoming glucose that helps the plant grow, strengthening its ability to resist pests and diseases. Next, I'm adding some EM bacteria, which are effective microbial groups containing dozens of beneficial strains. The benefits of adding M bacteria are threefold. First, it speeds up fermentation and reduces odors. The microorganisms in the M bacteria can break down the organic matter in the fruit peels, accelerating the fermentation process. Second, it enhances fertilizer potency. The enzyme liquid fermented with M bacteria is more potent. Third, it improves soil microecology. The microorganisms in the M bacteria help promote the growth and activity of beneficial microbes in the soil, enhancing soil ecological balance. The ratio should be 3 to 110. Previously, I mostly used rice washing water. Some of you may ask if it's okay to use tap water. Of course, this is tap water that I've been letting sit for a few days. Why? Because tap water is often treated with chlorine for disinfection, and chlorine can affect plant root growth, so it's better to let it sit for a few days. When fermenting and using enzyme liquids, here are a few things to keep in mind. First, don't fill the bottle to fully leave some space, so it doesn't overflow during fermentation. Second, fermentation generates gas, so remember to release the gas every couple of days. When doing this, unscrew the cap slowly. Don't do it too quickly. Also, don't use glass bottles to ferment, as they may break once the fermentation is done. Be sure to dilute the enzyme liquid with water before using it, to prevent high concentration from damaging the plants. That's all for today's content. Feel free to share your thoughts and suggestions in the comments. Fermented enzyme liquid has 4 key characteristics. First, the solid particles should be clearly settled at the bottom. Second, the liquid should be clear and transparent without any cloudiness. Third, when you open the cup, no gas should be escaping. Fourth, it should smell like red wine, not sour or rancid. If you don't see any white strands of fungi, but everything else is right, it's still fine. The absence of fungi is normal in anaerobic fermentation. These bottles were fermented at different times. This one has been fermenting for about a month, with a small amount of fruit peels floating on top. This bottle was fermented about 10 days ago, and you can see there are more fruit peels floating. I'm opening the bottle quickly to show you. Do you hear the gas escaping? And look, the bubbles are pushing the fruit peels upwards. Because I've released the gas a few times already, it won't burst out violently, but the bubbles continue to rise. Fermentation takes about 3 to 6 months, and depending on the season, the time can vary. When using the enzyme liquid, it's best to do so in the afternoon, after the sun has weakened. Dilute it 1,000 for foliar feeding, or 1 to 500 for root watering. I usually just no need to be precise, but don't make it too concentrated. Remember the principle of using small amounts frequently. Enzyme liquid contains biologically active substances, including various enzymes, microorganisms, and organic materials. It helps break down organic matter in the soil, turning it into nutrients that plants can absorb. It also improves soil structure, increasing aeration and water retention, and maintains soil health and fertility. This leads to better flavor, quality, and yield of fruits and vegetables, and it even helps prevent pests. The enzyme liquid can also be used in combination with various fertilizers for better results when paired with nitrogen fertilizer. It promotes plant growth and leaf development. With phosphorus fertilizer, it helps root growth and flower bud differentiation. With potassium fertilizer, it boosts photosynthesis and enhances pest resistance. With compound fertilizers, It provides a broader range of nutrients, meeting the overall growth needs of plants. When combined with organic fertilizers and well-composted manure, it improves soil fertility and structure. Although enzyme fertilizer is effective, don't overdo it, as it can cause root burn. Also, always match the fertilizer with the plant's needs. If you're unsure how to make fruit peel enzyme, you can check out my previous videos. Today, I bought another pineapple, but the pineapple itself is not the focus. Look at the bag of pineapple peels. I didn't have enough materials from the other day, so I'm topping it up today. Now, let's talk about the effects and uses of pineapple peel enzyme. Pineapple peel enzyme is a natural enzyme fertilizer, which helps adjust soil pH, improves soil structure and aeration, and increases soil fertility. Long-term use can prevent soil compaction. The nutrients in pineapple peel enzyme provide essential elements for plant growth, helping flowers and plants thrive. It also has a cleaning effect. As for how to use it, first, dilute it 500 to 800 times for root watering to improve soil and enhance fertilizer effectiveness. When used on vegetables, it improves their taste, and when used on fruits, it increases sweetness, while also improving their quality and yield. Second, dilute 0 times for foliar spraying, which helps prevent pests and diseases. Third, pineapple peel enzyme can also be used for cleaning. Diluted 500 times to wash fruits and vegetables. It helps break down pesticide residues and heavy metals. It can even be used as a dishwashing liquid or to clean household surfaces, removing stains and odors. Finally, don't throw away the residue from the fermentation. You can bury it in the soil as fertilizer, or mix it with other compost or liquid fertilizer materials to continue fermenting, which speeds up fermentation and reduces odors. Take a look at the pineapple peel enzyme I fermented last year. The residue has all settled at the bottom, and the liquid is clear and transparent, with a pleasant fragrance, like wine. This means the fermentation was successful. If it smells sour or rotten, don't worry. Just add some wood fungus and brown sugar, and the fermentation will continue and the smell will disappear.